Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn August 1, 2022. With today's new moon in your solar 12th house, it's an important time for you to look back and review, process, and digest recent events. A sense of inner well-being can come from making plans for the future that inspire growth and hope. At the same time, it's not quite the time to lock things down. Rather, you're exploring possibilities and connecting with your inner needs. Today's new moon inspires a strong need for rest and replenishment. Spiritual needs and mental health are priorities. In the coming days, you are inclined to take charge of personal and private matters that need your attention. Or, you might give more time to a person in need or an important cause. Buried and neglected issues can now demand your attention. If you've neglected your psychic or emotional concerns, you're now ready to acknowledge and attend to them. Today, something communicated can stir up a bit of tension and perhaps some defensiveness. Consider whether it's better to correct or ignore errors and move on. It's a day when sharp words and moves can result from impatience or misunderstandings as Mercury forms a square with Uranus. There can be changes in plans, unexpected results, or communications that interrupt the flow. However, something random or sudden may stimulate a new perspective. Your planetary ruler, our cosmic messenger, Mercury, is stirring the pot yet again. He has been in such a cranky mood as of late, and this isn't getting any better. Today, as he darts along the sky in your solar 12th house of privacy, secrets, and hidden enemies, danger is afoot. In fact, something you've been hiding or something your lover has hidden from you could suddenly erupt out of nowhere. This is because Mercury will get tripped and stepped upon by electric Uranus, who always brings shocking news and anxiety. Panic attacks could be triggered because of this. What will you work on behind closed doors? It might be time to keep some projects and professional self-development to yourself as the new moon in Leo begins a more introspective cycle. By holding back, you will enjoy developing your passion projects without outside interference over the next 6 months. Prepare to double down on the secrecy since Jupiter retrograde in Aries also begins today. Now is a great time to begin refining your financial transformation, like slowly alleviating any residual debt or securing a rainy day fund of resources. Turn your ideas into money makers. Don't dismiss a passing whim or a quick thought. Keep a pen and piece of paper with you handy at all times. You are likely to come up with an ingenious plan while in your car. Or you could come up with an idea for a brand new hit song while walking down the street. These ideas could manifest into something huge. Don't disregard them just because they seem too unusual or far-fetched at first. Your advice is in great demand. Because of your high energy levels, you are happy to comply, but take care not to give too much of yourself. You might suffer a burnout and lose interest in others. It's fine to ask others to return the favor. Ultimately, relationships work best when give and take are done in equal measure. It's a good time to go in with friends or roommates on big purchases none of you can afford separately. Stay away from timeshares, but anything else is fair game. As soon as you arrive on the scene, you find that rivals seem to fade from view. Maintaining a natural approach helps you get the attention from any potential admirers. Make the most of your desirability and appeal, but be sure you don't overdo the swagger. Any exaggerated conduct can quickly become a turn-off. Have you been looking for a new job? If so, this could be the day when you get the offer. Or you might receive some unexpected information indicating possible new sources of income that you could pursue on your own. No matter what, new doors of opportunity are going to open for you, which could make a big difference in your lifestyle and catapult you into a higher socioeconomic bracket. Make the most of it all. The vibrations of the day are going to tend to destabilize you. You are going to have to go with the flow even if the going is a little rough. However, you should think about your behavior with your family and friends. Try not to beat them over the head with your certitude. Take time to listen and weigh the pros and cons of a situation and stop acting on impulse. There may be a slowdown in your professional life. 7 days after the Sun returned to Leo to begin your birthday month and new solar year, he is just now separating from the Moon and from the new Moon that yesterday has already opened new doors to. This has given this new solar year a tailwind and an early chance to draw a new line in the sand. While there is still a lot of water to pass under the bridge and Venus has yet to return to give your heart a voice, this is a chance to not only draw a new line in the sand but to look to the future with confidence. You might be feeling personally empowered by yesterday's new moon in Leo, but this is putting pressure on your relationships and with perfect timing. It is a clash between the Moon and Saturn in your relationship sector today and Mercury and Saturn tomorrow that is putting a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test. Yet as the Moon and Mercury align, this makes it easier for the planet of communication to give this a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Your thoughts are fast, and you express them confidently while witty Mercury continues its partnership with bold, self-assured Leo today. There's a glint in your eye as you dramatically retell a story of something that happened to you that might or might not be totally true, and you love the way your audience hangs on your every word even if they know some of the details are sus. A Mercury-Saturn opposition spoils some of the fun, however, as it sternly warns you to stay away from the drama that you love. This strict aspect is full of warnings about the potential negative consequences of your actions and it encourages you to think very carefully about what you're about to say before you say it. This is in direct contrast to the slightly mischievous quality of the fun-loving Mercury-Leo partnership, but it isn't bad advice. Tonight, the Moon sextiles Venus, making you want to connect with your most intimate companion. Popularity and charm come naturally to you, and it's mainly just a question of being yourself and sharing your feelings openly with others. This is an ideal time to focus on relaxation and sharing with friends and family, particularly with the Moon waning at this time. There is also a chance that a new relationship could start. In the late morning, the Moon enters Virgo, ending its void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, our emotional equilibrium hinges on our ability to make sense of the landscape around us. We might be more consumed with organizing, problem-solving, or decluttering. We tend to intellectualize our feelings, which can be positive or negative depending on the circumstance. Finding methods to be of service to the greater community can provide a sense of stability. The cosmic weather is then quiet until after nightfall, when Mercury in Leo opposes Saturn in Aquarius, limiting our ability to express ourselves. It seems that our voice is not being heard. Our opinions may be maligned by the collective, or our personal opinions drowned out by the crowd. This could be a projection on our part, but one that diminishes our confidence and causes us to feel fundamentally misunderstood. Negative thinking is a symptom of this aspect, so we should avoid having serious conversations or signing contracts today. We are better off attending to detailed work or research projects. The alternative interpretation of this aspect is that we may receive bad news or are left waiting for intel that was expected to arrive. This influence engenders intimacy, helping us to feel safe expressing our unorthodox opinions, unpopular beliefs, or rebellious inclinations with those who stimulate us intellectually and romantically. Venus in Gemini enjoys variety and diversity, and the people we connect with now won't be scared away by our weirdness, those qualities we tend to hold back or hide from public view due to our fear of censure. Subsequently, we feel gratified that we can be our truest selves. This is an ideal transit for parties or social gatherings, meetings of the mind that result in meetings of the heart.